Raised by some Zulu lions, taught to seek dangers, brave and defiant, boy, the Lord was doing favors, blaze through the fire, yeah, we had a few, lost a few wages, still coming rampant, misbehavior, flavors, still coming anti-up, rebelling with my ravers, still don't give up about who be the latest, can't be locked up in them cages, start living up to what the fuck you think a day is. But hey, what about it? So I stepped on stage to be like,
here we go, here we go. Go.
why would I hold a man for ransom when my scope like Richard Branson? Since the basement making anthems over seasons with the man in black is teasing with my passions. Pretty girls, you think I'm handsome, just coasting through these matches. I'm not bossing, I'm advancing, keep it moving till I be on before below. Wanna be intimate with soul, explore this war before I go. And that's some hours in my face brain. It was like worth for 10K, all cause it is pen gaming. Been insane in the membrane since them days where we raved for 3 days and 4 nights and took them red-eye flights, hot straight off the plane and through the back door of the place. Then I stepped on stage to be like, see the crowd going ahead, they be like, so I stepped on stage to be like, ooh, yeah. See the crowd going ahead, they be like, courageous, raised by some Zulu lions, taught to seek dangers, brave and defiant, boy, the Lord was doing favors, blaze through the fire, yeah, we had a few, lost a few wages, still coming rampant, misbehavior, flavors, still coming anti-up, rebelling with my ravers, still don't give up about who be the latest, can't be locked up in them cages, start living up to what the you think a day is. So I stepped on stage to be like, see the crowd going ahead, they were like, so I stepped on stage to be like, ooh, yeah. See the crowd going ahead, they were like,
jeans getting tighter. I went overseas with the swiper. Bad, no, I never seen nothing like her. I bought for my snipers. Any sun moving, make it sing like the choir. Peter got Lindsay Lohan. I need some more bands. I'm a grown man. If you gon' tweet it, ain't no need to tell me how you feel. My whole city catching bees, I'm from the rack for real. Broski turn into a demon when he off them. Ride till I die, hope that Jesus come and dry the wheel. That singing like Clay Aiken. R.I.P. to all my loved ones that ain't make it. Got a bond with the streets and I just can't break it. Run it up, now my safe done turn into my safe haven. Them racks in, okay. On the block I post up, I can't fade away. Baby, I've been too turned, I don't care about what a hater say. Dark skin, thick, I like the so I named the bae. I'm in it every day. New drip, I just spent some G's on my attire. These righteous keep on going, but my jeans getting tighter. I went overseas with the swiper. Bad, no, I never seen nothing like her. I'm up with my snipers. Any sun moving, make it sing like the choir. Peter got Lindsay Lohan. I need some more fans. I'm a grown man.
Well, there is a brand new stadium starting to take shape just across the way, but for now, the action is here at Highmark Stadium in Buffalo, New York. Tonight, we polish off Week 10 with a good Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Buffalo Bills.
Jake Elliott set to kick.
The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Wilson going to come out throwing.
Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Bills will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith.
There's a short one taken in by Otten.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A shotgun snap for Smith. He's going to look deep down the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Looking for Cade Otten that time.
And that'll bring up 2nd down.
You look at this Buffalo defense.
They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game, right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There haven't been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. Now Gino. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Well, on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
This defense for the Broncos very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Here's Wilson.
He's going up top for Taylor.
And all the way home for the Bills touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor,
38 yards. And the Bills have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Taylor. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. But you look at this Bronco defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
And they'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another 1st down, almost back to the drawing board.
Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Well, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
This now a 3rd and 4.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Smith. Escaping the pressure right.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Here we go on fourth. Smith. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Robert Spillane. And the return will stop right around the 25. That's now a second interception and as many reads from his linebacker position.
Think about all the different techniques he has deployed in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. After the interception, here's Wilson. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Bills. Tim Patrick, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The try here for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Next to score, Bills 28, Broncos 0.
So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good position to be in here, second and inches.
It's second and inches at the 35-yard line.
Out of the gun, Smith. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Geno out of throw. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Back to the air. Smith on second down. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Jonathan Allen coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
Well, they got a takeaway on the last drive with an interception. How about this sack as a terrific follow-up? And that keeps pressure on this offense, and it could force them into more rush decisions or another turnover.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That is caught, and he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Geno. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, You can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a third time here on 4th down.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Broncos first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long.
Smith. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
7 yards. It's 2nd down.
Smith. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
Quintez Cephas,
His first touchdown on the year.
and the Broncos are able to cut into that deficit.
Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one. Gino's going to throw. Flushed out right. And it'll be intercepted.
It's Tariq Castro-Fields who picked it.
As most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Well, it is still a lopsided score, so they're going to try a second quarter onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Got a man complete. It's Taylor. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 32-yard line.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And room there to work it inside the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
2nd down and 3. Again, it's Taylor.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Well, they'll fake the jet sweep, and now off play action, it's Wilson. He's got his man on the crossing route. This is Higgins.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
That's another Bills 1st down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Motion man right, that's Pierce. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give to Taylor.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
On second down, here's Wilson. Toward the pylon, caught. That catch good for 8, but still, it's third and goal now.
A gain of 8 yards. It's now third and goal.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Get it together.
Well, they're going to try this. They need 5 full yards to hit the end zone here on 4th and goal, but they're going for it.
How about this? They'll change it at the line.
Come on. Big play. Big play. Let's go. Let's get that touch.
4th down. Here's Wilson. This is caught. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bills are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, here's Smith. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman.
And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Now 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now Wilson on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
2nd and 10, Smith again. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. And that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. On 4th down, Smith. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Gino on 1st down. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. A shotgun snap for Smith. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
A gain of 6 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
They snap it to Smith. Steps away to his left. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And he is out of bounds
goes, but not before he's inside the 30.
50 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
That toss play right, we know it's one of the successful plays they have in their arsenal, and they showed you why there.
And remember, in order for it to be successful, because it's a little bit of a slower developing play, those blocks at the line of scrimmage have to be kept, have to be held, so that the runner can get to the corner and turn it upfield.
Back to Taylor on first down.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And it'll be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
And the Broncos will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
After the interception, here's Smith. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now Geno. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball refs when they have to officiate block and charge.
Smith throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On 2nd and 10, Smith.
Pass on the out route caught by Smith-Schuster.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
The Bills bring out a couple of extra defensive backs to defend this third down play.
Yeah, they're going dime. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Geno now to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver.
Michael Pittman
from 4 makes it work.
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score.
Now Smith.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They won more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And intercepted. Wilson's 3rd of the game.
Picked off by Von Bell. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So now the Broncos offense will come out here as they'll try to add on 2 more. Here's Smith looking to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure. But that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready. Because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Play action. Now Wilson. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
The last run went so well for them. Maybe they should have just handed it off right here, too. Instead, the quarterback ends up keeping it, and the defense is right on it and wipes away the yardage gained on the last snap.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Wilson. Under pressure, they got him again. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Here's Higgins out on the right side. Look at the big fella go. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Elijah Higgins, 55 yards. And the Bills are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Tariq Castro-Fields who picked it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. And at this point, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. They run once more with Taylor. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
96 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Taylor will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
And the thing you have to love about Jonathan Taylor, he's a shifty speed guy most of the time when you hand him the football. But he's not coming off the field when you get down near the goal line because he's as tough and gritty as they come. And he finishes things off here by getting into the end zone.
Point after here coming up. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Makes the score Bills 49, Broncos 20.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. Oh, and that is incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Throwing again is Smith. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
In a game that hasn't gone your way, you got to throw in the end zone at every opportunity and hopefully climb back in as much as possible. He put way too much on that throw, though, and that shot ends up with nothing.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. A good effort there, 9 yards, but it's going to leave him looking at a 4th and 1. Here we go on 4th. Smith forced out to his left. And Smith able to move the chains before sliding down. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Gino. And he is caught by Lamb. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And it's caught. Touchdown, Broncos. DJ Dallas from 21 yards away. And the Broncos get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for two. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick.
Bring it together. Teamwork.
And the Bills are going to recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you off sides. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
On third down, Wilson. And the Broncos get there and take him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down, and that will force a turnover on downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll fake it. Now Smith. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
On 1st down, Smith. Flush to his right. This is caught. Touchdown. Cade Otton, 27 yards. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. Gino's going to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to get into the end zone for 2. And they're back within 2 scores. Down 15 now. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally. But here comes the onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Wilson wants to throw it. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. To throw is Wilson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Diamador Lenore. And the Broncos will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Smith's going to throw it.
It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. And it's good, so that will get them back within 1 score. So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And they take a knee. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. On 3rd down, here's Taylor.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. Now Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down, and the Broncos will take over on downs.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's Smith. He's got Smith-Schuster.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
One last throw here for Smith. He's going to air one out. as we're a two-point conversion away from overtime.
And that won't be easy. Well, there's no doubt that this crowd has absolutely been rocked by what they just saw. But guess what? There's still a two-point conversion to deal with. Still a little drama left.
No time on the clock. Are we going to overtime, or does it end right here? One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he is in. The play works, and we are headed to overtime. I think we just witnessed the ultimate head-scratching moment. All they needed was the extra point to win the game, and they don't get the two-point try. Why did they go for the two-point conversion?
It is a head-scratcher, but I go back to when we sat down with them in our meeting, and they just kept coming back to special teams has just been not very good in practice this week. I wonder if that ghost loomed over them and decided not to kick it there and go for two, but still, I think your odds are a whole lot better just snapping and putting it down and kicking it.
Yeah, I'm not buying it. You got to kick the extra point.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
So the Bills going to be the first to get it as we are back underway here in overtime. And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Yeah, that's what we do. That's what we do. You know the owner's got to be happy with that.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Charles, you think back to halftime, they had the big lead. They were in control of this game. They lost that lead. But ultimately right now, with the ball in overtime, a chance to win this thing.
And you know each guy's telling his teammate, just let it go. Don't worry about it. We're starting fresh right here. What happened before does not matter. What happens right now and going forward, that's what matters. Let's find a way to win this game.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 129 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you, and until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to him.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
To the right side, this is Taylor.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw into the hands of McLaurin.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 34-yard line. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Wilson's throw caught by Higgins.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down.
Wilson.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back.
That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
And they need 5 yards on 3rd down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. From the shotgun, Wilson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Bills, they keep pace for a play.
Hey, used to have a silver tooth and I was just a pup, yeah. Now I got some killers who got shotties with the pumps. I don't wanna catch the feelings, I be trying to see what's up. Got a shorty clean the fitness, I'm a diamond and to run it back. Used to have a silver tooth but I was just a pup. Now I got some killers who got shotties with the I don't wanna catch the feelings, I be trying to see what's up. I let shorty clean the fitness, I'm a diamond and to run. First order of biz, no snitch, and I try to keep it silent but the kids don't listen. And birthday, got another hit, no flinch, and I tell them send a watch that I can fit both friends. She on the class trying to get it bigger. She think I'm a last cause I got a pass with her. And I ain't trying to let it down, but I'm not. If you was trying to settle down, get a fact. Song pull up in the city with a nice jump. Lights off, lights on. Chinese throw the chicken, need a wipe to throw the rice on. Pull up double park with all the ice on. Pick 'em like, she running up, she one of them. She pay a bill, she it up. 52nd Street, I double down, then I doubled up. 2023 and I'm the only coming up, yeah.
Can't stop till we all up in. I drop with the whole world sing. Rock when I do like this, it's the big bronco.
Hey, used to have a silver tooth and I was just a pup, yeah. Now I got some killers who got shotties with the pumps. I don't wanna catch the feelings, I be trying to see what's up. Got a shorty clean the pendants, I'm a diamond in the rough.
24 karat VVs in the stars. Rings going off like Michael with the clubs. Only one mobbing with designers in the thugs. When we shop at Rick on, bring a bottle full of couple platinum records later, still I got the game locked. Cause my lines fresher than Tory Lane's pop. Who got his swerve and is missing every raindrop. Hit him with the and they get their brain swap. Walk around like I'm Nego with the diamonds in the clock. You ain't walking on these, I got diamonds in my sock. Might be funny like I'm Biggie, but I'm riding like I'm Pop. I'm the king of your city, give a about your block. Lights on, lights off. Go on, twerk it if you know that off. Deep dive and I get lost. Go on, turn up if you know that you the boss.
Used to have a silver tooth and I was just a pup, yeah. Now I got some killers who got shotties with the pumps. I don't wanna catch the feelings, I be trying to see what's up. Got a shorty clean the pendants, I'm a diamond and to run it back. Used to have a silver tooth but I was just a pup. Now I got some killers who got shotties with the I don't wanna catch the feelings, I be trying to see what's up. I let shorty clean the pendants, I'm a diamond and to rock. Legends on 3, 2, 1.
Guess I'm go that, please, please don't. Go that with me. Go that.
Man, they even got enough change in the meter. Double part looking like Bane in the beater. Her friend keep helping detangle the weave. Only jumped in the front seat to play with the speakers. Let them might blast, judge I might dance. Plus when I stop, I might customize plans. Plus like brush like plus, I got them up. Plus size Panamera truck, I hop out the roof. Yeah, dime on my left wrist and she got the flu. Yeah, watch look like checks mix is supposed to be blue. She know it's 2 seats, so she leave her best friends. Bust down my dad face, your chain is a neck.
Go that, please don't go that with me. Left wrist go that, right wrist go that, necklace go that, sis go that, this don't go that, me.
They hit my designer for sneaks, double dip mine in the bleach. I'm Blanco for sure, I'm popping down Miami Beach. Pull up like LeBron with the heat. I bought a crib in the crib with the office shit. Bitch at my mouth, but I can't see me walking there. I'm with a Tesla, but it ain't no charge of that. I call up Cole and Brianna, been parking their top heat box seats. I'm watching Archer, they cop like stop right next to my block and trust me. Beat I might drop that hip Chips on that stallion and Doja, her top half, 2300 on the horse and I'm Mike. Switching out the character, the strippers like Tigers. Legends on 3, 2, 1.
You tried it. You say you love me like you love him. You lying. You know your worth for what it's worth. I could buy it. We'll say it's only at the top, but I'm biased. Because I'm only at the top, but you tried it. You say you love me like you love him. You lying. You know your worth for what it's worth. I could buy it. We'll say it's only at the top, but I'm biased.
Go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that. Please, please don't go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that with me. Left wrist go that, right wrist go that, necklace go that, sis go that, this thing go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that with me. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Don't get the dark, cause the feds on it. Don't get the dark, cause the feds on it.
I can teach you how to get paid, how to get by, and how to get fly. I can teach you how to get cake, if not the whole thing, at least a little slice. Honestly, I'm an immaculate anomaly. I'm an organic organism, ain't no ordinary organs in them. I can't support any synonymy. That's why my flow is like a cinnamon tsunami with the lemongrass. Ooh, ooh. Let me know what you wanna do. If you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then kick it in the lobby. I got a lot to do. Ooh, I'ma watch what you gonna do. If you gonna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then chuck a deuce. You throwing off the vibe. Man, I don't die time. It's all about the vibe. All that I got time. I ain't got the goose. Stack with me. Don't come through with bad energy. You ain't with the vibe. Don't waste my time. I can show you how to make a lot of cheese. I got the dialect of dairy in my diary. I'm from a lactose intolerance community. I wanna circulate the unity and the unity. The continuity of opportunity for stacking bands. Opportunity to stack the figures with your family. I can show you how to get the figures in advance. I don't see nobody else but us giving a damn. Ooh. So let me know what you wanna do. If you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, sucker, kick it in the lobby. I got a lot to do. Ooh, I'm gonna watch what you gonna do. See, if you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then chuck a deuce. You throwing off the vibe. Man, I don't die time. It's all about the vibe. All that I got time. I ain't got the goose. Stack with me. Don't come through with bad energy. You ain't with the vibe. Don't waste my time. Yeah, what's good like making? In the making, a young tycoon that's sickening. Tie forward and spit like a typhoon to the rain. Live in the streets where the money's hunted by drainages. If it's aimless, ain't a single thing that can change it. I'm changing it. Get your dollar straight and circulate, then gang with it. Aim for your partner, pocket and pop. That's dangerous. If you